Aloha, good to be here. So, goals and the life of your dreams. How do we do life? When you wish somebody would listen to you, I write things down. I talk to myself. And I tell the universe that the answers are now arriving to my questions. Now, there are illusions in life, such as money creates the illusion that, it's suitable to use money to try to save people who are irreversibly ill or crippled. If they can't experience a full sexual relationship, then what's the point of helping them to survive? And why would they want to survive if they believe in reincarnation? Why not just use the Deep Dreams machine? So, caring for pets, having hobbies like fishing and different things, these are all things. These are all things, but they're not the main essence of life. They're not sexuality. So, remember not to go into a social setting when on the phone, because then you'll have to ignore certain people you pass by. So try to compartmentalize life. If I'm upset, what I do is I qualify a situation. Am I with my family? If not, then I leave the situation, because I only want to have counsel with myself and family. Like, for instance, if I tell somebody, I'm having a bad day, then, my response to that would be do some light work, look at your diet, visualize, give yourself some space, listen to some music. What I'm suggesting is that we know what makes us happy, so to suggest that somebody else knows that, I think it's not true. It'll just upset you if you try to, be, trying to make somebody else happy or impress another person, make them think that you're great or good or truthful or wise. Anything that's to impress another person, like by asking them for advice, I believe is untrue. Okay, what else? Why do people in certain countries have children when they can't afford to? Why are there cultures with aggression and poor dieting techniques and poverty? I think it's, offering some aid or, ideas for them might be good, but also try to set an example of what things could be like. Things get better. And so the goal is not to feel bad for others who are in unfavorable situations, but rather, try to be at the best of life that you can be in your own philosophy and so on. And that way, you're, it's like you're setting an energetic precedent. Another thing, when upset, don't try to upset another person. Feelings are for me to work out. Why do I have dark thoughts sometimes? I think it's because I'm trying to control my emotions. And maybe other people are trying to control my emotions by saying things like, only you can choose if you're happy, or why are you upset? Emotions are a very personal thing, I believe. Not to be confused with pain. Pain is something that, others, doctors and whatnot, can help one with, but emotions are to do with one's beliefs. How do you respond? If you're feeling emotional? Do you do a prayer? What is it that you do? So you know, instead of controlling my emotions, what I do is I control my thoughts. Like if I'm having a bad feeling, then I replace the thought of maybe an unfavorable event with imagining that the event went well. This is how we create our future, and we can do it right now. Alright, so think about if you had money. If I had money, I would be more selective in my choosing of a mate. Somebody my age with same interests and goals as me. Okay. What else? Yeah. So being a celebrity, I think the reason that you got there was by creating something or being nice. It was something you did, your thing. So don't stop doing your thing because other people are looking. That's something that I've noticed is like if people are paying attention to me and I stop focusing on my work and start trying to accommodate them, then I start to feel like something's missing. So that's why I'm doing, going for meat. Sometimes I get afraid and I want somebody else to live out my dreams, or am I going to go for my dreams? What do I mean by that? I mean, like, I think to myself, oh, well, my ideas, maybe somebody else can use them, for filming adult films with my wife, or, just dreams and fantasies I have, and then I think that, oh, maybe the next generation can do them. No, I'm going to go for my dreams, and I'm going to have somebody go along with them with me. It's going to be Mrs. Master of the Jungle. So we'll see who she might be. But I have to ask myself, if I don't like this woman for her goals and dreams, then why do I like her? The reason I would like her is just physical things. Like here's an example of reasons you don't want to marry someone. One is they need help meeting their basic needs. That means they're not really in a position to make a decision about who they really want to be with because of their dreams. They're distracted by having to meet their needs. Another reason is because you're worried no one else will be as attractive as that person. And what that means is you're somehow thinking that she has something that is missing that you don't have. But let's see. What happens when you're complete? You have the feeling of love and not being alone, which is what I have on a regular basis with myself. When your needs are met and you have that completion in your own realm, then your next step is going to be pursuing your dreams. So you have to compare dreams, with this potential spouse. See if you have the same dreams. All right, so the amazing thing is the most essential creation that I shall ever make is my wife. I have to properly imagine her and just create this goal of what she's going to be like. In other words, think about it before it happens. Help to bring it into existence. Imagine she's elderly and in a wheelchair. Will she still be the one? And that means that she has to have similar values as me, like values as to life, should and in child rearing, and what else? Okay. Another reason not to like a woman, I think, is because of serendipitous events, such as her being there and she likes certain things you like maybe the same type of food. Because certain things, are just random, and you don't want to say, "Oh, God must have brought us together as the universe." No, you want it to be you, consciously in control and bringing yourself together. Don't defer the responsibility of this relationship to another universe or what have you. All right, what else? I let my future wife inspire me exclusively, not other people. Imagine like this: you have a wife, right? And you work to support her, and that's your world. That, I think, is wholesome and pure. And instead of, other people and circumstances, they naturally have different goals, and they'll simply let you down if you think that they can fulfill the place of what your spouse can. And I am bold because otherwise other people's goals will, to take up my time and whatnot, will occur. And think about this: if all women were nice and they were vegetarian and such, I would still need to be selective. You know, the point is, don't pick somebody just because they're friendly and nice. Because they have a nice car, because they remind you of the past, So check into your subconscious. They might remind you of your parental guardians. Uh, yeah, um, what else here? Try to focus on good things like being in the bedroom, future wife, exercise, music, and food, and friendly courtesies in the moment. And don't get so attached to places, previous memories, being nostalgic. Invest in the present moment. Okay? What else have I got here? When I concern myself about what to do during a particular day, guess what I do? I say, I do my best every day. Sometimes it's useful to simplify things. My wife will be a big fan of my show. She'll email me. She'll write responses like brilliant, interesting. Uh, Here's a beautiful meditation. Imagine all other intentions and other goals from other people for your life are gone, and there's nobody else. You're isolated on an island, and you can create the world that you want and really be yourself. Love me, love